So if there's one thing that nobody ever seems to tell you, it's that life doesn't always go to plan. And that's okay. In fact, they actively tell you the opposite. Most people, like teachers and parents, will tell you that you need to have a plan, and if your life doesn't go exactly according to that plan, then you failed. You see, I, and a large chunk of the people I know, I'm at this kind of funny stage of life where you need to have this plan. See, my plan is uni. I've applied to uni and I've accepted my offers. I've got my first choice, which is Queen Mary University in London, and then I've got Swansea as my backup choice, and that's to study physics. And to get into Queen Mary, I need a B and 2 C's in my A-levels. This was not the initial plan. The course I applied to at Queen Mary's is a foundation year, which means that I'll be studying for 4 years. I wasn't even planning on going to Queen Mary, never mind doing a foundation year. Somewhere in the back of my mind, in year 11 or something, I thought I'd be going to like a high-end university, like Bath or Bristol. That was what I had in my mind of where I would go. And don't get me wrong, Queen Mary is a good university, but that's why I have to do an extra year to get onto the course. And you know what? I don't even know if I'm going to get a B and 2 C's. I'll try, but I just don't know. And that is okay. My life is never going to go exactly the way I imagine. Like, what are the chances of that? Of all the ways my life could go, that it happens exactly the way that I imagine it's going to. It's just not going to happen. And everybody always seems to have this weird misconception that it's an absolute tragedy if your life doesn't turn out exactly how you or your parents imagine that it will. And that's just not true. If I had to spend another 3 years working towards my A-levels before I got to go to uni, that's okay. And if I just went and got a full-time job and never went to uni, that's okay. If I took a year or 2 out and finally finished all those novels that I've started throughout my life, that's okay. If I just took a year out and did nothing for an entire year, just completely chilled, that would be brilliant, because I have the luxury to do that. Every single path that my life could take will shape me into a certain type of person. Failure's good, because failure is going to redirect me onto a different path. An unknown path, but still an equally valuable path. And because every single experience of your life will shape you into a different type of person, who wants to know what's coming next anyway? Where's the adventure in that? Where's the fun? You get this tiny amount of time in which to live. It's really, if you compare it to the entirety of time itself, it's a minuscule chunk. So embrace it, and don't worry if your life doesn't go exactly to plan. I'd like to go to uni next year, I think that'd be really great. But if I don't, that's brilliant, because okay, that's not exactly how my life's going to go, but it's even more exciting to be able to choose a new path. Don't get me wrong, goals are great. They help you reach for things and really try and get the things that you want. But if you fail, just pick yourself up and carry on. Try again, or try something different. Just do whatever you want to do. This is your life. Just do whatever the hell you feel like with it. Okay, preach over.